Welcome back, students. So now we will make a little different, or the circuit not so difficult but easy one, just like let's say this one. Let's make this circuit as a first circuit, which you have done in your lab work, and it's quite easy. We need just one battery and a resistor and LED, which we will try to do the circuit. And next circuit that we would do possibly in the next video will be a little bit complicated, which will be a Wayne bridge oscillator, which I've selected just for the sake of practice. Okay, so we'll see that. So before that, we will actually try to do this particular circuit. Okay, and which you have maybe already done. Oh, it's quite easy for you. All right, so let me change the title by clicking on that sheet 1. So let me say my LED circuit, and that's description. Okay, and name of the college company could be college. Okay, fine. So this is the working space whose size we will change later. It doesn't matter now as of now. So we go to the common library, and as I can see, I need a resistor. If you click here, you have different types of resistor. We will need an axial resistor. Okay, so I will take axial resistor and bring it and keep it ready for use. And I will right click so that it is gone. Then I need a capacitor. I don't need in this particular case, so a ground, which I will bring and keep it as of now. Here I have options of, I possibly need a +5, so let's take a +5, or yes, +5 we will take, or we'll just take a VCC in another case. Okay, so we'll just take a VCC and keep it. All right, so this is done. Resistor, and then we need an LED, so we can type LED and that's come. So here also LED, we will need a 3mm red, green, blue, red, green, blue, any colored, but not these ones. So we need a 3mm LED. So let's say choose a red one, and I choose and bring it here. Okay, so basically the components required for this particular circuit is all available. So we need to now start wiring them. So before that, let me just place it in nicer way before we start wiring it. Let me just place them properly. And this ground also. All right, so we'll now just zoom in a bit and wire them. There are many options of wiring. Either I press this icon here, or I press W, or even the option that I can just take it, attach it to the component and stretch it again. Okay, so even this is allowed. So I can even just join the two components and drag it, then also it gets wired. And so same with okay, of course we didn't get a battery, so let's look out for a battery. Okay, here is a battery. In battery options also there are many, but maybe we can just choose one of them and then see what it is. So now this battery is, you can see, I don't want it in this position. I would like to rotate it. For rotating, just select it and press space on your keyboard and rotate it. Okay, so we have this option. Again, we just join it and drag it down so that it gets wired. Ground also, just catch that ground, attach it and drag it down. Fine. Now there's no option left, so you can actually check the connections. This is a positive which is going through the resistor, and this is the positive of the LED, so the battery is connected wrongly. So I just click the battery, I press this, and now it is correct. So positive of the battery goes to the positive of the LED, and now we are left with no option than to choose the wire, connect it and bring it down. And connect it. Okay, so as you see, this is all there. We can actually change these values, nothing to worry. We can, in the laboratory you must have used 100 ohms, so we write 100. Okay, so we write 100 ohms here, so just leave that. And then we have R1, There's in fact only one resistor, so okay, leave it as R1. VCC battery, you can just rename it uh, as maybe 9 volts. Okay, so that's B1. So change it. If you want to change the position of it outside also, need not be inside the circuit. And 9 volts. Okay, this is ground. LED's name can also be changed as simply LED. Right. You can remove that and just keep it as LED. We don't need all those codes as of now. So just zoom out, select the entire circuit. Okay, select the entire circuit and move the circuit to a corner. And just zoom out more, and let's try to fit in this particular sheet properly. So let me just click the red part of it, and as we remember, around 500 works well. And let's decrease the height to maybe 300. Okay, so this has gone out of this, so let me just bring it down again. Let me adjust this to maybe 350. Okay, so that's great. So our circuit is ready. So I can either save it this way or go to File, Save. Can say my LED circuit and save it. Now go to Design and convert the schematic to PCB. So there it gets converted to PCB. It's asking you for options. This particular 2 mm is all fine. Rectangular you will use. Again, I said use X. You can use as 0 and Y also as 0. So in fact you need not, I mean, it won't matter much. In fact, it is better, I would say. Just put 0 0. In fact, it won't matter much. In fact, just a height, maybe you can just give maybe 3 mm and 3 mm. And yeah, width of the PCB, you need to decide what is 39 mm would be around, you can have a feel of it. So it's around 3.9 centimeter. So let me say you take around 60 mm. Okay, and the height also 60. Make it a square board, 6 centimeter. Just apply it. Okay, so now just maybe you can bring all the components inside, select all the components and bring them inside the board, circuit board. Okay, and zoom in and let's try to adjust it. So whenever you're trying to adjust, select it. For example, you want to adjust the battery first, so select it, make it straight, positive, then select the resistor, make it maybe straight and bring it up. LED is already proper, so that's fine, does not matter. Okay. So we don't want to see those blue lines. I can just remove it. Okay, fine. So go to okay, we don't need those red lines or bottom lines, it's fine. So remove those lines, we don't need it. So go to the wiring section. Let's put some wires and let's now start wiring it. I mean, tracing the path. All right, so then let's make these wires little thicker. Go here. As I said, you know what is 1 mm, so what will be 0.2 of it? It's too thin. So let me say make it 1 mm. so it becomes thicker. Make this also 1 mm and make this also 1 mm. Okay, it's a good path that you have drawn. See there, by mistake small dent has come, so we should try to avoid that also. Okay, so keep it as straight as possible, otherwise circuit won't look good. Okay, so that's it. So we need to now again go here and save it. So once saved, we can have a look at it in the form of 3D, the circuit that we have drawn. Okay, so as you see, this is the circuit that you have drawn, which you can have a look at the labeling, how it looks. You can of course change the color of the board if you don't like to, maybe any other color that you like, maybe say black, you can change it. Okay, so that won't matter much. So that's it. All right, so now if I want to send this circuit for printing, so I need to go to file, I need to go to export, and I have different options: PDF, PNG, SVG, so on. Okay, any thing. So I would suggest you export it in PNG format, that is an image format. Okay, if it is a very big circuit that you have made which takes A4 size of the paper, then you can send it in PDF, or half of that you can still send it in PDF, but it is better you send it in image format and then just say export. So once exported, it gets saved here, and you just need to click on this, and this is your circuit that you have saved, that will open here. Okay, so this is the circuit that you will be printing using a printing paper. Okay, and then trying to place it on the PCB. Fine, so this is the circuit that you'll get. One more thing that I forgot to mention is that you can even put your name in on this. So you can have click on this T for text and place it on top of the board. Okay, right click, and you can change the text, whatever the part of the text is here. Okay, so you can change whatever is written here to, let's say my name is Manchula, so you can just put that name here. Okay, now not much options in terms of fonts are available. So if you click that, you'll find the font, only 2-3 are available, not much options are available here. Okay, and you can always change the width and height of this particular by using these options here. Okay, so it's 0.2 mm line width and height is 2 mm. We can actually make it thicker also. All right, you can even make it, let's say 0.5, so that becomes little thick. If you want to change the height, you can do that also. All right, you can rotate it and do a lot of things. All right, so this is for just for yourself, so you can always have this particular thing printed on your circuit board also. So if I now export this, go to file, export, let's say to PNG. Okay, so it's asking me to save first, so let me save that. So once saved, I am ready to export. Go to export and export it in the PNG format. Just export it, and the exported file would come here. Just open it. So you can see now my circuit even has my name, which will get printed when I do the etching process. Okay, so this is how you would do this circuit. So in the next video, we will take up a little more complicated circuit. Okay, and we'll look into how to look into a more complicated circuit and work with. Okay, so see you in the next video. Thank you.